Welcome. Yes, welcome ladies and gentlemen on a beautiful Monday morning here on the sunny Gold Coast. By ways of introduction, my name is Melissa Gibbins and I will be your auctioneer today. Now my ambition is quite simply for you. Yes, you sir, to be the new owner of this wonderful property we're here to see sell. Also known as 54 Vernon Terrace in Brisbane's best suburb of Tenerife. Now before we do get this morning's auction underway, which I can see you all itching to do by the amount of people here, I do have to take you back through the terms and conditions before reminding you what an opportunity lays before you, before finally opening up the floor to you. Now the terms and conditions have been on display throughout the campaign, but to make sure there are no misunderstandings, the highest approved bidder here today will be the purchaser, subject to the reserve price, if any, and the seller's approval. As with all auctions in Queensland, the cooling off period does not apply, and both your finance and inspection clauses have been deleted from the contract, making it completely cash and unconditional. Bids will only be accepted by registered bidders here today, and the auctioneer may register a person as a bidder, provided they have given satisfactory evidence of his or her identity. Now the vendors do reserve the right to bid through the auctioneer today, but when I do place a bid on behalf of our sellers, ladies and gentlemen, I will make it clear by announcing it as either a vendor or auctioneer's bid. Any person that is bidding on behalf of another person here today must have first provided written consent prior to the auction commencing. Otherwise, that person will be taken to be acting on their own behalf. Should there be any dispute over a bid today, I as the auctioneer will determine that dispute before reopening the property at the last highest undisputed bid. Immediately on the fall of the hammer today constitutes a completely cash and irrevocable contract of sale. And should you be the successful purchaser here today, you will be required to sign all necessary documents, as well as to pay that deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price. Now clause 8.1 of the agreement clearly states that all risk lies solely with the purchaser as of 5 p.m. on that first business day, and there are no other special terms and conditions affecting today's contract. Now if you do have any questions today, please feel free to ask. I will be happy to help you bid confidently. Now before we do get underway, I would like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the sellers for trusting the sale of their property with Harcourts, as well as to congratulate the marketing agent throughout his tireless efforts in the last 4 weeks of the campaign. But now that we have the legalities out of the way, let me bring your attention back to the property we're here to see sell today. 54 Vernon Terrace in Brisbane's beautiful suburb of Tenerife. But first let me take you on a journey. Let me take you back in time to 1911. To when this piece of historical craftsmanship began its journey. Not as a fully functional, working at 260 square apartment you see today, but a fully functional and working wool shed. When Tenerife was far from the trendy hub of Brisbane and nothing more than a smelly, dirty, industrial port. But now in 2013, this once busy industrial warehouse has been transformed into this strikingly perfect blend of contemporary design and classic style, whilst keeping its charm of yesteryear. This magnificent apartment has been redesigned to accommodate modern living. And as I'm sure you all can see, she does it perfectly. Ideally positioned on the top floor, full advantage has been taken of the double-height sawtooth roof, creating a light-filled mezzanine to accommodate a family room, a TV room, a home office, or perhaps even a child's playroom. While your downstairs area accommodates your carefully and well thought out formal living and dining spaces, as well as 3 large bedrooms. And not forgetting your master designed statement kitchen. But the icing on this cake Yes, the icing on this cake, ladies and gentlemen, has to be your spectacular river views from your very own New York loft-styled apartment sitting areas. Now, Tenerife has come a long way since its humble beginnings, over 100 years ago, and now bursts with cafes, restaurants, boutique shopping, city cats, bus stops, along with everything else that inner city Brisbane living has to offer you. Right at your very own doorstep. And right now, yes, right now, ladies and gentlemen, all this is within your grasp. Today is not only your opportunity to buy a creatively designed and reconfigured building, but also your opportunity to embrace an enviable cosmopolitan lifestyle set amongst the Winchcombe Castle and Wool Store. Quite simply, buyers, a piece of Brisbane's history to call your own. But that's enough of me now. It's all over to you. It's in your hands now. Who is going to start me away? Looking for an opening offer bid from anywhere in the crowd. Calling it once. Looking for an opening offer bid. Calling it twice. Looking for an opening offer bid. Third and final time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will make a bid on behalf of our sellers here today at $480,000. I'll take 50,000 rises from here. Can I see 400 anywhere in the
I'll give you 510.
510. Welcome, sir. Excellent start. Yes, sir. Another 10. 520. 515.
Great.
515. Excellent. Thank you, sir. Good luck. 515. Take another bid.
Same.
530. Is that correct, sir? 530,000. Back with my starter. Where do we go now?
Five more. 520.
520. 520,000. Can I hear another 20? Take me to 540 first. Can I welcome you back? Take me to 540. At 520,000. Calling it once. Calling it twice.
Novice Auctioneer.
Yes.
Look, it's okay that I insert a finance clause if I'm secure the property today on the contract.
So we are bidding on a completely cash unconditional basis today. It's taking the property as is, so there will be no inspection or any other clauses added to the contract today. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
Excellent. Hope to see you at the end. At 520,000, calling it third and final time. Where do we go?
10 more.
10 more. 540,000. Excellent bid, sir. 530,000. Sorry, I've said that before. 530,000. Where do we go now? Can I invite you back in for another 10, sir? Take me to 540. Are you sure? We went up and down, not left and right. 530,000. Calling it once. Calling it twice. At $530,000.
I'll give you 550.
550. Excellent bid, sir. Thank you so much. At 550,000. Come on, sir. Invite you back for another 10. Blow him out of the water. Are you sure? Positive? 550,000. Calling it once. Calling it twice. 2. 552. I'll take it for 2, sir. Well, thank you very much. 552,000. This is not a two-horse race. Anyone can join anytime. 552,000. Where do we go? Calling it once. At 552,000. Calling it twice. Another 2. 554. 554. Back with my
8
starter.
more, please.
8 more. 562. Confirm the bid, sir. 562,000. Where do we go now? Now it's getting interesting. 562. Calling it once. At 500.
Are we on the market yet, Miss Auctioneer?
Not
'Cause
yet.
I'm not going to bid until it is on the market. It's just a waste of time now, otherwise.
So can I invite you back in to say another 3, see how we go? We're not on the market yet. It's only your bid that is going to get us there. 562,000. Where do we go? Calling it once. At 562,000. Calling it twice.
Look, I'd like to strengthen my position and I'll give you another 8, Miss Auctioneer.
Another 8, so 570,000. 570,000. Excellent bid. That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. 570,000. Where do we go? We are on the market at no higher bid. We will be selling
10 more.
Sorry, sir?
10 more.
10 more. 580. That's the version we like, ladies and gentlemen. 580,000. Where do we go? Buy you back for another 10? Are you sure, sir? $580,000. Calling it once. Calling it twice.
585.
585.
Five more.
590. 590,000. Where do we go, ladies and gentlemen? We're at the pointy end now. 590,000. Calling it once.
2.5.
592 and a half. 592 and a half. 592 and a half. Where do we go now? 592 and a half. Calling it once. Calling it twice.
3.5 more.
3.5. So 592 plus your 3 takes us to 595, 596, $596,000. Where do we go now? Not a 2-horse race, ladies and gentlemen. They have the keys, you have the brochure. 596,000. Calling it once.
4.5 more, please.
4.5. So that's 602 and a half. Correct?
600,000.
600,000. Sorry, I said that better before. Getting ahead of myself. $600,500. Where do we go now? Calling it once at $600,500. Calling it twice at $600,500. Are you sure? Are you silent? Completely done. We will be selling at no further bid. At $602,500, calling it third and final time. If you're done, all silent. $600,500. We are going, and we're sold. Congratulations, sir. Well bought. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was another successful auction brought to you by Harcourts. If we can help you with any of your property needs today, please feel free to speak to any of the marketing agents here in the crowd. I'm sure they'll be happy to help. My name is Melissa Gibbins, and it's been a pleasure. Have a safe journey home, and thank you.
Justin's going to say a few words, give you a bit of a critique, and see